So, en vivo a través del Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. El Instacrack como que no sirve. It doesn't work. Aquí mi vecindad con esta cancioncita. What did you guys think of?
This is my first time hearing Pacifico, so you have to tell me everything about it.
Okay.
I've been digging it, man. I like the little guitar riff, super catchy.
Órale. Well, we'll talk a little more once we get on the air en la radio. Y también que son de Argentina, so imagine there's a lot of Argentina going on tonight for various reasons, you know.
And again, unplanned.
Yeah, unplanned, and yeah, we're gonna talk about Chivo's favorite producer in the world. You know,
yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Right? And it's like in this guy.
I watched half of it and I was just like, then I stopped and like, we know all this.
Exactly.
We've been talking about this
Exactly.
For the, you know, like, okay, I've never said that Gustavo's work is crap because it is not.
No, you're right. You're right.
You know,
you're right.
I've never once. I've just said that.
You're right.
He himself now in this stage of his life can go suck an egg.
Yeah.
It's just,
or stick to movie soundtracks.
You know, and even then, you know, like when you're that disconnected, because I mean, look, let's be truthful. We're not young ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay? Pero,
Turning on mics. Aquí tu amigo locutor, programador y muy bien desconocido, Dr. G.
Y su cómplice, el Chivo.
Y el Manolo Diabólico. Raza, aquí estamos.
Que apenas acaba de llegar de su luna de miel.
Ya bajó de la palma el Diabólico, lo extrañamos mucho, pero ¿qué les pareció con esta cancioncita del grupo llamado, es un dúo llamado Pacífica?
Neta, this is the first time me listening to these young ladies, and I was impressed.
I'm going to be checking them out.
They're okay, so they're from Argentina. Es un dúo. There's a possibility that they're based in Vancouver, but not sure. Pero la mayoría de la música que cantan es en inglés.
Yeah, okay.
So they have 2 or 3 songs in Spanish.
Kind of like Heinz and other groups.
From Spain. And so, what did you think of the song? Do you guys remember that song?
I couldn't put my finger on it, but yeah, it sounded familiar.
It's 1000 Horas de Los Abuelos de la Nada, which are also from Argentina. And it so happens that I came across this one podcaster que se llama, su podcast se llama Cruel Rock, y es un argentino que habla mucho de la música de Argentina y de todo el mundo, la música obviamente alternativa, rock. And I've been following the guy for a couple years now, and literally in his bedroom, kind of like us, and just talks about the same thing.
I've seen a couple of things on him. He did one on hardcore. I've seen a couple of his. So I was familiar with.
Yeah, and
you wanna tell us?
No nonsense, just straight up, just clean, like I said, in his bedroom. Pero tiene una información muy chingona, o sea, la crítica o la descripción.
He hace research objectively. And, you know, because, all right, let's get to the chase. Dr. G me mandó un video clip
bien la conversación,
of this gentleman podcast. And he had it was a documentary like Gustavo Santaolalla. Is he or is he not like, what did he say, culero?
Culero, but look, pero básicamente lo mismo que dijiste tú y que dijimos los tres hace ya más de un año, maybe going on 2, de lo mismo cuando salió el documental, ¿no? Rompe Todo, que es igualito, o sea que la mayoría de la música, el enfoque de ese documental fue de la música que él produjo. O sea, y los artistas que se presentaron también tienen que ver mucho con él en lo personal. Y él dice exactamente lo mismo, exactamente. Pero una cosa, te voy a decir y vamos a aclarar hoy. Tú dijiste algo muy importante ahorita afuera del aire, ¿no? No deja de ser un buen productor y que ha producido
No, mira,
muy buena música.
mira, el trabajo que este hombre hizo ok, let's narrow it down. En la época de los 80s y 90s, he was one of the producers de Latinoamérica.
Yeah.
Okay. And whatever, he was kind of like, man, Ruben, what's his face from Beastie Boys, Motorhead, Run DMC.
Rick Rubin.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of like that.
Igual,
Whatever he touched
yeah.
is going to be epic. You know?
Yeah.
Pero
el documental.
Okay, mira. And I've said this on the air también.
Yeah.
We've spoken on it. El documental is actually a very well-made documentary.
Yeah, también.
It's very informative, and I watched every minute of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So let me be upfront about that. And did I enjoy it? Yes. And más que Gustavo, he said a couple of things in there at the end, and I think he should have not said it. And then I started dissecting the documentary.
Yeah.
Okay. When he said, al Chile dijo, que en opinión mía, después de 2004, 2005, el rock ya no sirve.
Ya no es bueno el rock.
You know, and I'm sitting there going, what the fuck? And then, like, he's giving all these airplays to, of course, people that he collaborated with. Okay. And there was a couple of groups. One in particular, he had a bunch of interviews with Santiago Motorizado, el vocalista de
un policía motorizado. Yeah.
And they never put his name, and they never put his band.
Yeah.
But we recognized him.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fucked up.
And then G was going like, no, it's because he never worked with him. And I'm like, and that's because you understand, we were watching this live. It was coming out.
Yeah.
You know, because it's de que 9 capítulos.
Miniseries. Yeah. ¿Quién sabe? Yeah.
So yo me acuerdo, like, I've even pimped it out to certain colegas. I go, you need to watch it. If you grew up in los 90s, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you need to watch it. Because is it important? Yeah, it's important. It's an important documentary. I just don't like the way he just dismissed
everything else
in 2025
that
years.
He didn't touch.
Just like,
well, it was very much focused like on what he had his fingerprint on. There was like a lot of artists
very one-sided
that he didn't have his fingerprint on that were left out.
It was very Apple centric.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bueno, Cruel Rock, muchas gracias por esa explicación, porque me encanta el chavo.
Mira, el capítulo se llama Es un cipayo encubierto. Mucha gente odia a Gustavo Santaolalla. Okay, check it out.
Yeah.
You know,
Cruel Rock.
He does some excellent stuff. I've seen a couple of documentaries on him del hardcore underground de Argentina. It's an amazing.
Very informative. Yeah. Bueno, seguimos con la música y gracias a Cruel Rock porque nos dio mucho que platicar otra vez. De
mi amigo Gustavo.
De tu amigo. A ver. Bueno, ¿a dónde nos llevas? ¿Con quién comenzamos con el chivo?
You know, vamos a Madrid con La Paloma. I think, I don't know if it was me or Manolo. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of us played this song a few months ago and it stuck with me. So let's check it out. Si no me muevo, La Paloma sacaron este sencillo en mayo. So check it out. La Paloma, Si no me muevo.
Aquí en mi vecindad, MVMN, Diablo Visión. is a really catchy jam.
Yeah, it's popular than some of the other tunes, but I was trying to. I'm trying to hone my portion of the sets geared towards this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh, guys, you guys need to check out that Marban EP.
Yeah, that song was intense. Yeah.
No, the EP.
Well, this next song after this one's also pretty.
Yeah. Pero the
pretty,
Marban EP
yeah.
that they just put out
Uh-huh.
is a collab with all these other artists.
Okay.
And they got a song con La Bien Querida.
Oh.
It's really good. So you might see that on the
Yeah. You gotta check it out.
Okay. Hey, did you got the Lila Downs concert confirmed?
He walked away, dude.
Oh, he walked away.
Yeah, I pretty much got my set.
Well,
unless there's like something that comes up.
Candy and Biznaga, I figured you threw on just for like, I love it, you know. And the other two are more like, yeah, I know you love Sex Zero, but you're focusing on new stuff. So like,
yeah. I guess one of the reasons like I really, really like this song is it reminds me a lot of like that 90s sound.
The whole set?
The indie, yeah.
Yeah, the whole set is a very 90s feel.
Así es.
So Hector had a question for you.
Yes, one question, please.
You got the Lila Downs one got officially confirmed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was talking to Chu yesterday. We're gonna start promoting and Salinas. Well, we already started. No, we're going to start. We're gonna start.
Who did you get to open? Did you get Diana Gameros after all? Or?
No. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. There's still nothing.
Okay.
Nothing there. Yeah. So but I think I will bring it up again. A ver qué pasa.
Yeah, you should reach out to her because she only lives up in San Francisco area, so it wouldn't be much overhead to bring her down.
No,
if at all.
It'll work for everybody. So, okay, is it Kixo or Kiko? How do they pronounce the X?
No sé porque son vascos, dude.
Por eso because in Mexico it would be Quixo.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Kixo, but it could be Kixo.
Yeah.
Or Kiko, like you're right, because they're vascos, you know.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know.
So I think the Kiko, because porque pues he's got a luchador mask, this little man there.
Yep.
These
guys are intense. These are intense indie.
Yeah.
In fact, they made one of my cuts from what 2 or 3 years ago, Manuel?
Mm-hmm. It's been a bit, yeah.
And but they've been putting out new stuff, so you know. There's a couple of bands
really
on here.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, y cuando la escucho en especial, I was like, man, I wish I really knew like what they're saying because it's so good, you know.
There's something about, you know, cuando hablan en euskera.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I mean, I don't know if because we're biased because, you know, we grew up listening to Escorbuto and Fermin and a bunch of other ones. So we've always been so like, you know, but there's
exposed
something about
to it.
Yeah, there's something that we can just go to our ears and just go.
Yeah, no, it's the production, you know, the music, the vocals, the quality of all of it is just, yeah.
Es una cosa de País Vasco, de invierte mucho en las artes. So they can get into good studios for like not much, you know. I mean, a bunch of our friends from País Vasco would come over here and they'd get half of their tour funded, if not more.
Right.
because they're, you know, sharing the Basque culture with the rest of the world. So
Ujú,
they'll, te apoyan, you know.
ujú. Así mismito como lo hacen aquí en los Estados Unidos.
Mhm.
Apoyamos a nuestros grupos a través de mi vecindad. Diablovisión, MBMN. Pero ahí en más está cabrón. Mucho independencia con la música alternativa aquí en los Estados Unidos. Kiko.
Con la canción Zir.
Yeah. Hey, G, I think the music in the background, it's low, but it's sounding a little chambery.
Yeah, I noticed that with yeah, I gotta try to organize that. Okay, turning on mics.
Bueno, acaban de escuchar a Kiko, at least that's what we're going to go with, de País Vasco con la canción Zirka. It's been a while since we played them, pero sacaba un nuevo material este año. So,
Are you teasing us?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
What
There's a
else is
couple
coming?
teases from all three of us today about this. Antes de eso, La Paloma, which was actually a new single earlier this year, con Si No Me Muevo. And funny that you mentioned it, Manuel. You're like, man, it really reminds me of 90s alternativo.
Indie alternative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much. So I'm going to keep it going.
A ver.
Because
Yeah.
one of my other favorite bands from a couple of years ago, Delfines Entrenados para Matar, from Argentina.
I
La
think
Plata.
you got. I think that's the second one.
Oh, you're right. I get ahead of myself. Well, talking about favorite bands, Monte Perdido's up next con la canción Tu Nombre
Yeah, Darlings the last couple of years.
for like 3.
Yeah, yeah.
boys.
You know what? They do it right because a veces sacan un EP, sometimes it's a single, and it's just like, bam, like second half of the year, just in time
for another one.
Yeah.
Yep. If you haven't noticed, we're fanboys of Monte Perdido. Anyways, Monte Perdido, Tu Nombre, Mi Vecindad.
Radiovisión, MVMN. Diablovisión.
Yeah, I was getting ahead of myself.
No, it's fine. I could have, but yeah, Monte Perdido, man. This album cover is interesting too.
Looks like
I don't know what it is.
It's a butt on fire, dude, or boobies on fire.
It's a combination of both or something because it's interesting. When you back in the day when you lived at the dorms and you would like your pedos, you were like, you can actually like fucking stupid shit. And make sure you're wearing jeans or else it'll implode. You remember?
I remember.
My God, I think it was Tico who did that, and he was like, "Look, it worked." And anyway, that somehow that, and then the Minions. I don't know why that reminds me of the Minions, but estamos escuchando a Monte Perdido bajo nuestras voces. Yeah, it's echoey here, but on the actual transmission it's clean. So I gotta say it's only coming through us, through our ears and not actually coming out. So, but anyhow, Monte Perdido, one of your favorites. The past.
Well, la cosa es que desde que empezaron in the beginning of the pandemic in 2020, they have just been on fire. Y como dijo Manolo, they were consistently putting out singles, EPs, or albums por más de 4 años y medio. This year, they haven't really put out much, so I'm waiting for something big.
Orderly. Yeah, I think they're preparing for something big, like you said.
Yep.
Yeah. Y tiene que ver mucho también la temporada, with productions, right? Is there like a un tiempo donde it makes more sense to produce, like a season or something? I don't know, because of the weather, porque Porque también cuando andan de gira, right? Se están,
Yeah.
um,
I just realized. Did you know about this, guys? Sonido Muchacho put out a Christmas comp a couple
Oh,
of years
shit.
ago. With
Who's on it?
Watch out, dude. Aiko el grupo,
Mm-hmm.
Antifan, Confetti de Odio, El Buen Hijo, Javier Mena, Marcelo Criminal, La Bien Querida, Los Puncetes, Menta, Mujeres, Monte Perdido, and Russian Red.
ooh,
Nice.
I mean, it's a pretty stacked, like,
yeah.
you know.
So what kind of Christmas songs? English?
Right.
Spanish?
No, in Spanish. They're like, you know, so I might have to sneak a couple in because we are in la temporada. Just
Oh, that's right.
You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
let me, you know,
Sácalo.
or maybe G can visit this and open up every.
Why not? You know, we could
Anyways,
do it
Pero
already.
yeah, Sonido Muchacho is also one of our favorite record labels here. The last few years, I mean, they've been on fire.
Yeah.
Surprised Carolina Durante wasn't on there.
I'm surprised that too. You know that and man, the other Annabelle Lee. I'm surprised they weren't on there. Yeah.
Delfines entrenados para matar. Otra de las canciones favoritas del
I'm
chingo.
glad porque I was thinking that they didn't exist anymore.
Already.
Tenían casi 3 años sin sacar algo nuevo. Y este año sacaron a couple of EPs, you know, singles, but you know, still.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just glad they're back.
En cuestión de el nombre del grupo, pues siempre me recuerda mucho a los cómics, ¿no? Como that was a thing at one point, right? The superhero comics and the villains and the mad scientists.
You got to come up with better bombas más.
TNT,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
Got that on my delfín.
Yeah. And ustedes eran más al lado cómic que yo.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You know, so you still have some of those comics from back in the
Oh,
day?
yeah.
Calimán, or what the heck? Huh?
Once a nerdo, siempre un nerdo.
Yeah.
Like,
I hear you.
Dude, that's one thing that I've always said I'll do that one year, but I haven't done it yet
Comic-Con?
so far. Calimán.
Oh,
Calimán?
Calimán.
Yeah.
Get the turban on, get all the white, like, you know.
Wait, you gonna dress up as Calimán?
I can see Manolo doing it.
Órale. 29 mics.
Eso fue Delfines entrenados para matar desde La Plata, Argentina, con la canción Precipicio Amor. A little departure from their sound, a bit more mad, but you know, broken hearts can do that to you. You know?
Yeah.
Just putting it out there. Antes de eso, Monte Perdido con la canción Tu Nombre. Yeah, there's not much I can say about either band that we haven't
You don't
said
already
before.
know.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, this next band coming up. Now, we're leaving La Plata, Argentina, and going to La Ciudad de Mexico with this pretty young band.
Mm-hmm.
Se llaman Ventanas Tristes. Y esta canción se llama Veme Verte. So, yeah, maybe a little hint of things to come. But anyways, Ventanas Tristes, a young band from La Ciudad de Mexico.
Is this their first material?
No, but they're really that young. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, check it out. Veme Verte.
Cool. Diablo Visión, Mi Vecindad, MBMN.
No, they got a couple of singles, a couple EPs, but they really just started in 2023.
And they're from Mexico?
Yeah, La Ciudad de Mexico.
Mm.
So what they have is they have a bunch of singles, kind of like, like that every few months, so they have a few.
Ventanas Tristes. Interesante. because they're no me suenan como, or maybe on a dream pop side.
Well, they're hooked up con un perro andaluz
Mm-hmm.
and man, what's that other band? Las Tusi that I played a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of part of that little scene,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Pero yeah, I mean I'm always interested in finding new stuff. So it really,
Yeah. No, lo bueno que sale de México, ¿no?
Mhm.
Y sigue saliendo.
Love the distorted guitars, man.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cambia la portada, G.
Ay. No me grites, no me grites. No, tell me, no, grítame. Don't mind. Yeah, even la portada. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's on a dreamy side, but it's more. Yeah, it's a little on the psycho side. Maybe it is.
That's okay though.
Oh, I love it. It's great. Yeah. Me interesa mucho. I definitely gonna try to get more.
They're self-produced. But I noticed que han tocado contigo. They've even played con El Chirota and
Oh,
that,
yeah.
so.
I was thinking El Chirota when you said Mexico, when you said La Ciudad, and I was thinking, we haven't heard Chirota in a bit,
Mhm, yeah,
And
that's
so
another
been
one.
missing them and their music, right? So
Yeah. I'm sure they're working on new material.
yeah.
Yeah.
El Chirota. Nice. Y la portada, como te digo, muy interesante, ¿no? ¿Son conejitos o conejitas? ¿Son plantas de marihuana o son rosas perdidas?
They kind of look like cannabis.
Yeah. A little bit. And the other ones are poppies? Are they? An open poppy, Now this one, Marban.
Yeah.
I would definitely want to get to know Marban.
Well, Marban is a trip. They're a 5-piece from España, which I've heard the name, but I never listened to them. Pero this EP just came out a few months ago, and every song is a collab, and every song sounds a little different. Okay, so that's
based on the collab of the
exactly.
group. Yeah, okay.
Because they're all over the place. You
Yeah.
know? Pero like, let me look up the EP that it's on.
I mean, that's the one thing about tonight's playlist. It's just the music is so great. Like, para que veas que hay música buena.
Gustavo.
Dude, I love this mesh because when I'm listening to the music, you know what it kind of reminds me, dude? It reminds me a little bit of like the Smithereens, but the vocals, it's like some goth dude.
Yeah.
I'm just like, whoa, nice mashup.
Well, and it kind of happens throughout the night, right? Even with the even with what's next, right? What's coming up con las colaboraciones o las interpretaciones de esta noche. Y siempre presentando la música alternativa que se le olvidó o no ha escuchado Gustavo, no la ha escuchado. That's bueno.
I think si no le están pagando para que le escuche, he won't do it.
He doesn't have his ear to that ground. He doesn't, ya no. He's got his ear planted on some dollar or peso or whatever they're paying him. Yeah. Marban y Rufus T. Firefly. Qué increíble, ¿no?
You know, Rufus T. Firefly
Mhm.
is a very unique band. I've
Yeah.
played them many times over the
Yeah.
years. Um, it's one of those bands. It's hard to describe because they're almost
Mhm.
too artsy.
Mhm.
And I'll be honest, I don't like
Mhm.
everything that they do because it's almost beyond my level. Um, but there's certain songs that they've done that I gravitate to, and for some reason, Rufus D. Fireflies have done a couple covers,
Mhm.
and they're just amazing. And I'm just like, wow, like their version of interpreting a song can be like insane.
¿De dónde son?
Rufus D. Fireflies, they're from Madrid.
Okay.
Marvan is also from Madrid.
Uh-huh.
Una daga. ¿Y dónde se la metió? En el pocket.
That's something we don't know.
Turning on mics. Turning on mics.
Bueno, acaban de escuchar a Marvan and Rufus T. Firefly con la canción Una Daga, a very unique collaboration. It's actually off Marvan's EP that sacaron en mayo de este año. Every song on this EP is a collab, and they're totally different, like out there different. So you gotta check it out. Anyways, antes de eso, Ventanas Tristes con la canción Veme Verte de la Ciudad de México. Young alternative hipster kids. I like them.
Novatos, no, porque you said they've only been around for a couple years.
Yeah, like 2022.
Mm.
You know,
2022.
yeah. Pretty young. Pretty young. Anyways, that was my trip.
Y ahora.
Passing the.
Y ahora. Y
Cool.
ahora.
Yeah, that was a really good set.
It was really good. Yeah.
Ok, ahora vamos a regresar a Madrid y vamos a escuchar a Sexy Zebras. La canción es Flores a la Guerra de su nuevo álbum Bravo que salió como a mediados de este año, se me hace. This album, I think this album is one of my favorite albums of this year. I've played a couple of songs and maybe a few more before the end of the year's over.
Yeah. You only got like
You're
5
not,
more weeks or something.
you're not holding that in very much.
I wonder where.
When Gerardo was talking about the set, I'm going like, well, where this is obviously going. There's a few picks from all of us that it's like, going to be on the best set at the end of the year, and then some favorites. So, anyways, Sexy Zebras.
Let's do it.
Aquí en mi vecindad.
Yeah, cuando estaba escuchando, I was like, wait a moment, is this Sexy Zebras really? Mm-hmm. Like something about this song is like doesn't equate, right?
It's a little different from from some other stuff. But there's many reasons like why, like the intro to that song, like I played it a few times for Diana, and I'm like, did you catch the intro?
Is that like monks or what?
It's kind of monks, pero it also it's pretty much like what is that that one Lady Gaga song? I think they're both kind of using the same little music sequence.
Is it? Yeah, because it does sound chambery and like in monks and like,
Yeah. And I also like this picture, this album cover, porque it's el cuerno se le está metiendo and it's all crooked, right? But it also kind of like when I first looked at it, it reminds me of that dab thing, kind of like that.
Yeah. Wow, that's so interesting. That's so true. Hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
Oh man. Nunca falla que las portadas de estos grupos, los que presentamos aquí en mi vecindad, dan increíbles, ¿no? Tienen un sabor, una textura, una presentación muy artística que representan, ¿no? Mucho. And some of them are so clever, right?
Yeah. So there's a lot of sexy zebras that I like. Recently, I think with this album, this was their first release on a major label. Up until this point, they were independent.
Yeah.
So I kind of had mixed feelings about it, but the fucking album is just great, man.
You know what? I did not know that, and now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Now porque imagínate que de estar en un estudio local, you know, a un estudio super chingón con más de 64 canales, you know, it's like, you know,
analog and digital,
and analog, digital, and you know, even las maracas are mic'd, you know. It's like shit, you know. Each maraca has its own mic, you know. That makes a difference. It makes a difference in the quality.
I'm hearing a whole lot of chicles, man.
Yeah.
Chicles.
Yeah.
He's all Chicles she's commenting on like, you know, everything that's going on aquí en mi vecindad. Siempre a family affair. You know?
Yeah. Sube un poquito, dude, a la música.
This is a great song.
Yeah. And how you followed it, it's also pretty good.
Yeah, I just felt like they complemented each other really well.
So does Chicles listen to the music too?
She's in her own world. She's a Karen.
Yeah.
Just, you know, it's all about her.
Right.
She's very opinionated.
Yeah. What does she say? What does she say?
So Gustavo Santaloa can go say.
Him and his hippie tendencies. Because that's part of the comments I know. Okay, según I think what he was trying to say is that he was straight edge at one point.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm not sure he was trying to like be funny about or like intentionally be like, straight edge my ass.
No, we got proof positive from many interviews.
No, very hippie. Pero le ha ido bien y pues que siga adelante. Pero como dijimos, no tiene nada que ver con la música alternativa de lo más común en estos años, los últimos. Porque si dice que si dice del 24, 25, no, 2004, 2005, estamos hablando ya de 2 décadas.
You know,
there's nothing good, you know, past 2, you know.
And this documentary came out 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah, 3, 4
years.
The
pandemic.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. It's ironic that it came out then, because the music, the explosion that was happening at that time, that was being birthed, and just to kind of sort of like compare one to the other. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And speaking of, están escuchando una historia de fantasmas from Vecindad, which was Mi Vecindad's pretty much hands down album of the year last year.
It was definitely my top 2 that year. But you know, it's interesting that you point that out, because then they followed it up with what I undoubtedly was my #1 album of 2024.
Yeah. Sorry.
And so my question to you, gentlemen, is in the last 4 to 5 years, is anyone doing it better than Vecindad?
There's a lot of bands that are okay. You posed a very interesting question, because I think all 3 of us can argue that one way or the other.
There's a lot of good music coming out. There's a lot of bands that are doing really good. Now, are we talking about albums or are we talking about singles?
Well, as far as albums, I feel like Bremen No Existe and Ahora, dude, right at the top. The top. Yeah.
De un año al otro, así como digamos, between 4 years to put out 2 really fucking good albums.
But also what was going on at the time.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's
big change in the band and
but a través de eso, like how many bands have we fallen in love with in the last, say, let's just go 5 years to make it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, Manolo, you're absolutely right. But G, you're absolutely right. And that's what I'm saying. The argument can be for and against, but isn't that so beautiful in the time that we're in right now? Because we're arguing about like these guys did some amazing work, and how many other bands? I mean, let's just for simplicity's sake, focus on Madrid. Okay.
Yeah.
Just tonight alone, Monte Perdido.
Hey, is the song over?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, are we on the air? All right. Okay. Acabamos de escuchar a una historia de fantasma de Vecindad, de su álbum que salió en 2022. Bremen No Existe. Vecindad, una banda de Madrid, España, que se formó en el 2011. Amazing band. As a matter of fact, van a tocar en el DF en Foro Indie Rock el 28 de noviembre. So it's going to be so awesome.
The end of the month.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So
often on Friday.
I'm guessing that they probably have.
I'm sure they have.
I'm sure if anybody can confirm that. Yeah, just
comment. They've been around, but not at this level. But I'm curious. Yeah.
Yeah. And two amazing back-to-back albums. Bremen No Existe, followed up by Ahora, que salió el año pasado. Both of those, Ahora definitely was, in my opinion, number one album of the year. Bremen No Existe was number 1, number 2 album of 2022. And conversation we were having off the air en los últimos 3, 4, 5 años. Is there... Who's doing it better than Vecindad?
We can argue that.
Yeah, it depends on that.
But that is a beautiful thing. Es como decir, looking back, cuando empezamos Mi Vecindad back in 93, 94, we can talk about Café Tacuba, Caifanes, Soda Stereo, Los Cadillacs, etc. And they were all kicking ass. Mano Negra. I mean, it was a list. But we could all agree, like, man, was that fantastic?
Yeah.
And I think the rebirth right now, the last 5, 7 años, is it gives me the goosebumps, man. I mean, in my opinion, we were there in La Primera Ola. And what would this be right now? G? La Tercera?
It's probably now the 4th, man.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say
we're getting there.
Pero,
porque te imagínate, nosotros estábamos tocando música que comenzó en los 80s. Right? And we were playing it in the 90s and also playing lo nuevo de los 90s. Y luego ya and we went into the 2000s.
Mm-hmm. But I will admit that the 2000s
25 years ago,
the only thing I'll give Gustavo, going back with my friend, is at that era, if he wants to talk about 2004, 2005, in my opinion, that was kind of the lull area. That was like the second or third wave where it was kind of like not
okay. I see where you're getting. I see where you're going.
Well, there was a lot of things that were happening. Like, of course, musical styles always change, but also, I mean, technology was changing, distribution was changing, and then a lot of bands were starting to wake up that they could do things on their own.
And then look at 10 years later.
Yeah.
which puts us in la ola que estamos empezando nosotros, from like 2015, 2016 to now, and especially desde el pandemia, it's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Anyways, the argument.
Seguimos con el argument.
Yeah. It was just, a question, and I'm like, these Nagas just been killing it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But are you completely right? That's what's beautiful. That's just because we're the winners.
Más música, yeah.
All right, ahora vamos a ir a México, a la capital de México. Vamos a escuchar a Candy. Oh man, Candy!
You're a fanboy. You just admit it.
I am. I'm a huge.
We love Candy here in Vecindad, but
I'm a huge fanboy. There's two bands this year that I've just been a huge fan of that no longer exist. Uno de ellos es Candy, y la otra es Lagartija Nick. Amazing bands.
Yeah, but I think Candy's even. Yeah, you got a huge heart.
There's something about.
Yeah. So esta canción se llama Sin Control, de su álbum Control, que salió en el 2012, 4-piece. And where are they now? Two of the members, Valentina Plaza y Michael Klotz, siguieron, se mudaron a Berlín y tienen un proyecto synthwave, dark pop, que se llama Tristan Tricks. Otro miembro integrante de la banda, Ángel Vargas, formó un electropop proyecto en México, Quiltros, y el último miembro, Héctor Villagómez, tiene una banda en México que se llama Ionosio. I checked them all out, man. I've checked them all out. I like some of Tristan Tricks. I thought Quiltros, had some interesting things going. But man,
but not Candy.
They didn't
Candy is just.
They didn't have the formula.
Level.
Yeah. I agree. Bueno, Sin Control de Candy. Vecindad. Yeah, that's how much of a fanboy you were, dude. Where you had to dig where everybody went.
I know exactly.
That's called stalker.
Right. It's like
I was like, okay, they have to be doing something.
Where do they buy their chonies?
They have to be doing something.
Yeah. No, that's good. I'm curious. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because they were at another level.
Dude, they were getting gigs.
I hate saying this. Because it bothers me. Y creo que tiene que ver mucho.
They were ahead of their time. You got to look it back.
Yeah, no, and it bothers me because you know why it bothers me, because who if it wasn't you, me bumping into them, being excited and actually listening, where the fuck are we gonna get this music? Where would we have heard about Candy?
Yeah.
Y más allá, y this is the part I hate, que son de México. O sea, para mí, it's been hard for certain countries to produce really good music. No longer is that the case.
Yeah.
Pero algo muy especial. I'm not being too critical. I'm just my personal observation.
No, but you hit it on the head, G, because things were going well for them. They were on these, like, they were being supporting bands for big tours. They were being invited to big festivals. They were playing South by Southwest. They were like a huge wave. And it's like, what the fuck happened? Three albums, great albums. They had all this momentum going for them. I mean, I can understand. Yeah, definitely bad timing.
There was a lot of mamas and the papas thing going on. Maybe I don't know.
Damn, dude. Yeah, it's like a fucking...
Or maybe a pastilla syndrome. I have no idea, man.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Like,
you're right. I mean,
it could have been all that, and I think timing didn't help them, because that was la temporada, in my opinion, between 2008 to about 2014.
Yeah,
there was some good stuff being out, but it wasn't reaching people. Pero that's why it's important. Aquí en mi vecindad tocamos lo de ayer, lo de hoy, y lo de mañana, and we'll keep it going. One way or another. Like, because if it's good, we're gonna play it.
Yeah.
Dude, and what blows me away about Candy is that their music still sounds fresh, dude.
Yes, they were ahead of the time. Like she was saying, they're ahead of their time, man. It's still really, really good. It resonates. it's current, you know, y very indie también,
Mhm.
you know. And so para tener todas esas cualidades, it is an intense band. Y como lo vuelvo a repetir, no criticism other than the fact that it really warms my heart que son mexicanos
Mhm.
and they did this, you know.
Mirando la portada de esto, have any of you guys seen the Frankenstein movie?
Yeah,
Not
I'm
yet.
working on
Not
it.
yet.
I'm
No,
working
no
on
I'm
it.
working.
spoilers.
I'm working on it right now myself too. I've seen
I'm
part
working.
of it. I don't know what I think, but I will say it is a piece of art.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know what I think of it yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't. But visually, it's flashed me back to like either Delicatessen or City of the Lost Children as far
Oh
as
shit.
as far
Okay.
as visuals.
Really? Okay.
Nice.
Visuals.
Yeah,
is
it could have
is-
been a little grayer in that sense, I guess, but
there's a lot of color,
there's a lot of color, exactly.
but there's a lot
it's
of like.
No se escucha la música, güey.
Oh yeah, no, we're talking. There we go.
sorry. We got into a dark area there with Frankenstein, and look, it's very proper,
I'm
very
looking forward to it.
appropriate.
And I love that the director and the main
yeah.
character son
Death
Latinos,
by nature.
you know.
Nice.
No, pero I'm working on it. Ahora, hablando un poquito de transparencia, where are these guys from?
Yeah, I don't know.
Your
nothing
backyard,
about this.
dude.
No way.
Latino goth from Northeast LA.
No way. You know what? I love it. I love it. You know, it's really something. And y a dónde vamos after this? Porque the next group, Twin Tribes, también. Oh man, it just. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I'm glad que estamos apoyando a estos grupos y que están sacando buena música, ¿no? And you're gonna repeat yourself. When is this new? Is this you know?
Yeah. This is definitely a band that I've been listening to. Well, it's a musical project from a vato. But yeah.
Oh, really?
Been digging what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Kind of not to give too much away. A lot of what's on my year end is fucking dark music, dude.
No, I know. That's you're in the closet upside down and shit.
Yeah.
You're like really dark.
Cutting himself from the dark.
Yeah. So this month, every month we've done a different movie thing, TV movie theme. This month it's witches and supernatural. So we finished watching Lovecraft Country. That was fucking really good.
That was a miniseries, wasn't it?
It was a one season. It was supposed to be a season 2, but they didn't. They canceled it during production. So we watched that. We watched The Witches of Mayfair, and right now we're finishing up Penny Dreadful. Those are all fucking amazing shows, man. And yeah, as soon as we finish that, we're gonna watch Frankenstein.
What are you finishing?
No, I was just sharing with Hector. Okay, this month we're doing witches and supernatural is our theme for TV and movies. And so we watched Lovecraft Country, Penny Dreadful, and The Witches of Mayfair so far. And then after that, we're gonna watch Frankenstein.
I'm gonna want to see it again.
Okay.
Porque I've been piecing it.
You finished it? I'm only like a third of the way through. Actually, I'm halfway through almost.
Hey, you know what I watched on the flight? Because it's fucking 5 hours, dude.
What?
Evangelion, like the 4 movies.
Oh, really? You watched?
I watched 2 of them.
Yeah. I started watching one of the movies a couple years ago on Prime, I think, or whatever it was, and I couldn't. I don't know what to think of it. You know.
Yeah.
I watched it the first time, 20 years ago, and it made more sense. And this looks visually more appealing, but it's just not like
Yeah.
Visually more appealing. It sounds like a couple of pictures later.
kinda.
Maybe, maybe not. Turning on mics, turning on mics.
Ok, acabamos de escuchar a Death by Nature con la canción Transparencia, un sencillo de 2022. Death by Nature es el proyecto de un chavo latino goth de Los Ángeles.
¿Cómo se llama?
I couldn't find that, pero I can tell you that very, very prolific.
Okay.
One
Yeah, I
album,
looked that up.
Okay.
two
Lot of
EPs,
EPs, yeah.
and shit ton, like
Those singles,
15 singles, mainly singles. Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta check him out.
Dude, really, really awesome
Yeah.
goth.
I'm sure I'm gonna bump into
Dark
him. There's this one hole in a wall. What's not a hole in a wall? Kind of. Me and Angel used to go to before he moved out way out far, which is literally down the street from my mom's house. So we would, I'd go there and then I just walk to that bar called the Offbeat, and they have this kind of stuff regularly.
Awesome.
So I'd love to try to bump into them or him y a ver si me toca la oportunidad. Y bueno, qué increíble set de esta noche, como siempre. At the beginning, before Diabolico came in tonight, right, even before we got on the air, we realized that otra vez este playlist flows. It just flows, right? And cuando tiene ese tipo de ritmo que sigue y sigue y it just blends in so well, And y bueno, gracias Chivo, gracias Diabólico. Vamos a terminar con siempre me gusta lo clásico, ¿no? Presentar un grupo o una canción que tiene que ver con lo que estamos presentando ahorita con este playlist, pero del ayer, ¿no? Unos grupos que tienen influencias y en este caso es una canción que tiene mucha influencia con lo que fue en esos entonces y a lo que es ahorita, ¿no? Y me topé con esta canción de un grupo, and just to a ver, where do you guys think these guys are from?
No idea.
Well,
A
la
ver.
portada, I know they're not from Paris, pero la portada dice París.
Ok. Mira, este grupo es de Brownsville, Texas.
Órale.
Es un dúo, uno nacido en México, en Tamaulipas, y el otro on this side of the border, right? But they're both in Brownsville, todos los dos. Y es un dúo goth, rock, and just they've been doing a lot of indie goth in inglés. And all of a sudden they come out with this, Echoes con la canción Lobo Hombre en París, una canción de la Unión, old song that we've been playing.
Yeah,
We played forever.
In every disco they play it all the time.
And y cuando, we go dancing, right? When we used to go dancing. Did we go dancing? We did go dancing. Did we dance? We did dance.
Yeah.
Pero I was thinking a lot about Diabólico y su darkness que nos trae a través de la playlist casi siempre aquí en mi vecindad, but it just blends in and it makes total sense. Y bueno, terminamos dando el honor a la unión a través de la interpretación de Twin Tribes con la canción Lobo Hombre en París.
Bueno, hasta la próxima semana, muchachos. Albur.
Buenas noches, raza. Se cuidan.
Mi vecindad. Yeah, when I heard it, I was like, okay. And then I was thinking about Diabólico, and I was like, I bet he's going to like these vatos, And then you bring out, Death by Nature, and I was like, oh, it totally makes sense now. And so if you listen to these guys and you look at them and you see what they're all about, I think they would probably, or have at one point, probably worked, or, when they travel, played with Death by Nature. Because they were on that, en ese calibre de estilo, ¿no? Y representación de la música gótica por latinos, ¿no?
I noticed that the B-side to the single is Tren al Sur.
Yeah, they got those two songs. Así es, y con eso nos vamos a despedir esta noche. Lobo, Hombre en París, Twin Tribes. Check them out, man. Check them out.
Oh, I already am.
Yeah, they're intense. It's like, and they're young. Todo lo que tienen para ofrecer. I appreciate it thus far.
Dude,
I wish I had hair, man. I wish I had hair in my head.
Sounds great too.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And if you look at their all their song, they're not necessarily singing in Spanish, right?
Yeah. Well, from being from both sides of the border.
Lo que también me gusta mucho es que la interpretación es muy buena. Now, it for a duo to do this, right? It's talent. I mean, Bueno, vamos a despedirnos a través de esta noche. Gracias, Diabólico. Gracias, Chivo.
Buenas noches, Face.
Buenas noches, Face. Ahí en el link pueden escuchar la música más a través de los links. Links de el Twitch, el YouTube y aquí mismo en el Face y MBMN. Para la próxima, se peinan.